We had talked to Jess Garcia about how they were going to be able to do this, transport students in the bus while still social distancing, and it was pretty crazy, right? Because they had to be 6 feet apart, and so it ended up there would only be about a third of the students that would normally be on the bus. So we're going to catch up with him and find out where they are in their preparations for the return of face-to-face instruction. Morning.
Good morning.
All
yes.
right. Well, let's head in the Zoom room where Mark Scott of the Guam Guard is standing by. I know we got a bunch of picks. It's always good to catch up with Mark and find out what the Guard is doing. Mark, so I know that I saw a bunch of you guys at the vaccination clinic. Is that kind of the big thing that the Guard is working on now?
Hey, good morning, Chris. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's good to see you again, and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
I'm sure Andy is enjoying this from the YouTube link when he wakes up in a few hours now that you're back. So
Right.
thank you. So yeah, to answer your question, Chris, yes, that's one of the things that we've taken on in addition to our other duties, which continue under the Joint Task Force and as a part of the Guam Guard. We are at the vaccination sites in the capacity of doing like traffic flow and crowd management. We're also helping some people in process. We're looking at pretty soon also helping with the vaccinations themselves with our medics, which will be coming soon. So yes, in addition to the quarantine facilities and the isolation and all those things that our medics who are at the hospitals, both of them, we're in addition now we're also taking on help with these vaccination sites.
And where are we with I might have missed it when I was out, but vaccination of the Guard?
So we just came out of a drill weekend this past weekend where we had the first of our part-timers drillers go in and get their vaccinations, and we did about 100. And this is with, again, our full-time force. It was federally sourced, right? So it came through an independent supply chain intended for the Guard. So we've gotten started. It's a phased approach, similar to what you see out in the community with priorities, and we're underway. So yes, we've gotten our vaccines. We're starting to get them, and we encourage, of course, the people to go and get theirs too.
Independent supply chain intended for the Guard. What does that mean? Like the Department of Defense sets them aside for you guys? What?
That's right. In other words, Bree, it's not the pool that would have gone to the community, right? There's the allocation that came straight directly for the Guard itself. So that's what we're using to vaccinate our population.
So where do you guys get your vaccination? Does it go to the Guard, or do you go up to Naval Hospital?
No, so there's some acronyms involved there with the supply chain. I have to get back to you. On those acronyms, Bree, but it comes directly to the Guard itself. We don't get it from Naval Hospital or from anyone else.
Mm.
Okay. So like at Barragata Readiness Center, you guys go there and get your shots.
That's right. So like I said, we had this drill weekend. As a part of this drill weekend, we also had our medical and dental readiness event, a part of which was the vaccine. So soldiers and airmen come through, they get their health checkup, their blood taken and readings for their vitals, make sure we're healthy. And then one station is the vaccine itself. It's underway.
So was it Moderna or Pfizer?
Moderna phase 1.
Moderna
Got
phase
one.
Okay.
Yep.
How many vaccines did you guys get?
About 100 for now as a starting point.
Okay, so you guys got 100 and you used all 100 this past weekend.
Yes.
Okay. When do you get in your next shipment?
The shipment, I don't know offhand yet, but for those of us who took it yesterday, Bree, our window to take the next round is going to be February 7th. Mm-hmm. That's the 28-day recommended period for the second shot.
So are you part of the vaccination?
I got it yesterday. I was on the list. Yeah, thank you. Blessing. Yeah, it didn't even feel like a thing. If I wasn't watching it, I wouldn't have known that the needle even went in. It's very painless, very minimal side effects, just a little soreness in the arm, but no big deal. And again, of course, Bree, the message is that the more people get this vaccine, the more it helps us all out, not just the community, but here in the Guard too, with our frontliners being exposed to some more risk. The more we can get to that herd immunity of about 75%, the better it is for us all.
So what's the confidence level with the Guard member? Are they all like, let's do this, let's get the shot?
Mostly yes. So there are some questions out there, right? And we have had our town halls and educational discussions about what the vaccine is and what it is not. And I think that that's helped kind of guide people toward the science and the truth of it all, in spite of some of the misinformation that's out there. So the confidence has been high. There's no one that was scheduled for the shot yesterday that declined it. We all took it. And we all believe it's, like I said, in our best interest as people who have been fighting this thing for going on 10 months now. We've invested a lot of our time. Our families have been away from us. And we look at it like the sprint to the finish, to finish strong with what we've been doing for so long, to finally get this thing over with and get on with our lives.
Well, that was powerful.
Yeah. It looks like we got our soundbite. All right, bring your A game, Mark.
Wow.
What's up with the access to the guard facility, and are you guys still under, like social distancing and safety protocols and all that?
Of course, we're going to stay that way until we're sure that we're out of this tunnel that we're in. Absolutely. No, there's no restrictions to people coming in, getting their gas and shopping at the shopette if they have a valid USID card. And by USID, that stands for United Service Members Identification Card. That's for spouses, dependents, kids, retirees, vets, anyone that has a card that gets them on any base, they're sure welcome to come on in and do what they need to do at our AP station.
What's the extent of the Guard's involvement in the upcoming Operation Sea Dragon exercises?
Ooh, what's that? It's a little earlier than my usual wake-up time, Chris, so I got to get my coffee and catch up to you, man.
Right. Bree, what is Operation Sea?
Yeah, it's at the annual multinational training exercise by the military. So you've got all these different military partners from, I think Australia, Japan,
Singapore.
Right, they're all coming to Guam, but they went through the protocols before they came. Then they had to have a PCR test, and then they're in protocols, 14-day quarantine, on island. And there's the restriction of movement. They're not allowed to go out, on party and things like that. They're supposed to stay in their hotel room, go to the base, and then go back.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that, but I do need to check my email still this morning. What I can say is that we have been a part of the joint exercises in the past, and of course, we're more than happy to support if we can. But I will also say that we're busy right now. We have a few things going on. So, pending on what my inbox says this morning, I don't really foresee us overextending ourselves on our priority right now. Of course, our main effort is to continue to help take care of the people of Guam during this pandemic.
Hey, you guys got a helicopter now, right?
We got two.
Yeah.
And they're cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what do they do when they're flying? Is it just routine maneuvers, or is it a patrol thing, or?
Sometimes, yeah. So the pilots need to get their hours, right? The birds need their hours too for maintenance and stuff like that. But our aviation detachment was brought here to help out with things that the homeland might need, like search and rescue. Right now, our pilots and our birds, our mission is certified to go and conduct, say, if hikers get lost. We've actually done live missions like that, where we can go and help find lost hikers. We can assist HSC 25 with, the missing fishermen, the people who have gone over the reef, God forbid, but we can help look for them and do things like that, like the rest of our missions to help out the homeland and the people involved.
So what's it gonna take to get a link on location and go up with you guys and do a feature?
Yeah, maybe you run us to the store, get empanada and the bird.
I'm still trying to get on that thing, you guys, man. Maybe the empanada is the way for them to take us. If you buy them some, they have a hoist. I'm sure
Right.
you can carry a whole big case of empanada, and maybe that'll get us on there.
What kind of helicopter is that, Mark? Because it looks like it's straight out of a MASH episode.
No,
Yeah. Go ahead, Reed.
No, I was gonna say I did try to get in on one of the training and with the helicopter and be one of the, I guess, the people they were rescuing and to be on the hoist. And it was like no, but I was down.
Go ahead, Jay.
I'm sure they got checklists upon checklists for their
Yeah.
safety protocol, Bree. But you know what? After this, I'm going to ask them, are you sure you can't get Bree on the hoist?
Right.
That's
She
something I'd like
was
to
in the
photograph
FBI
too.
Citizens Academy, if
Oh,
that
gosh.
matters at all, just so if it ups her probability. Jason
Yeah,
has
so
something to say.
No, well, Chris, I believe, and Cap, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're one of our classmates from, you went to school with her at GW, but we're all the same age. I believe Melissa Meno. I know she was in training to work on the search and rescue team. So I mean, she may actually be deployed to that unit. So I went to school with her. So congratulations, and seeing what they're doing there.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be on the hoist. It's just a feature on the helicopter.
Yeah.
Helicopters.
Well, I'll tell you, Bree, we shoot for the hoist, and if they downgrade it from there, we'll take it.
Ask
All
big.
right.
Ask big. Ask big
That's
first,
right.
Okay.
Go
well,
hard or
Right,
go
that's
home.
big.
Well, I guess we can't ask you any tough questions then.
Okay. How many is that?
Oh, there's Jeff. Okay. All right. Mark, anything in closing?
Yeah, I really do want to say thank you first to the people of Guam for bringing down this car score. You know, guys, in a time when other places are seeing new records every day, we brought it down. And it's just a testament to, people of Guam doing the right thing, having our culture in their hearts, our anaphemalic culture, to do the right thing and look after each other. I know times have been tough. They've been tough for us too. But at the end of the day, it's what's right, and because of that, thank you all. We're one step closer to the end, right? We're gonna sprint to that finish with all your help. Please continue to stay safe and do those things to get our frontliners off the lines and back to their families. So a big thank you to the community. Thanks to our soldiers, airmen, and family, of course, on behalf of the command team, General Agagi, State Sergeant Major Diaz, and of course the governor. Thank you all. We appreciate you.
All right. Well, thank you, Mark. And it's good to hear that you guys are finally part of the vaccination, because you guys really have been in the trenches with the war against COVID. So
Yeah.
thank you.
You guys have too. Thank you likewise.
All right. As you were.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Carrying on now.
There you go. All right. Wow. Hope we
You
get.
always wanted to say that, huh?
I did.
As you
Yeah.
were.
Chris, he is a captain, by the way. He's gonna have you go dig a latrine or something like
He's
that.
gonna be like, well, someone ain't going on the helicopter.
Okay.
That's for sure.
No, I have had to do that. When I was in ROTC, we had to actually scrub the entire bathrooms, the latrines, the head, depending on which branch of service you're in, with toothbrushes. That is not an easy detail, and they are very, very meticulous about getting that. It must be spotless.
Do they still make people peel potatoes when you get in trouble in the military? Or is that a myth? I just remember back in...
Oh, wait, okay.
Oh, yeah, Mark.
Yeah, Captain chime in.
Like peeling potatoes is something that you have to experience firsthand, and I invite you to our next drill weekend next month to to find out. There's only one way to find out.
Right on. No spoilers, right?
Their drill weekends are no joke.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, Mark, thanks.
Bye, guys.
I'll
Thank
tell you what,
Bye.
everybody, it's a foregone conclusion. If there is a potato to be peeled, Chris will eat it.
Hey, if there's eating involved, I'm down.
You should, though, try one of their drill weekends, man. That I was sore for like 5 days. It was so terrible.
Crazy. Let's head back out in the KUAM News Zoom room and actually out to the Ukadu vaccination.